right next to him, Olivia is going to be there in his ear. Oh yeah, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Well, I will say this. In that regard, I think he has a right to say it didn't happen. Because that's what lawyers and shit are for. Because the lawyer's going to say my client is innocent. My client vehemently denies these allegations, and then, so that he has a right to deny the allegations. But how you deny those, it's just like with Donald Trump. How you deny those allegations is going to really determine how people perceive you from that point. And I think that the fact that he's very dismissive, he's not very contrite at all. He doesn't show any type of remorse or any type of concern that she's even saying these types of things. Jazz, I'm just keeping it real, Jazz. Even in a court of law, people. Even in a court of law.
Explain what you mean that he has a right.
No, well, I'm saying that it's just like anybody. He has a right to plead not guilty. You know, you can plead guilty or you can plead not. He gonna go he gonna go on trial on TikTok. He gonna go on trial on TikTok, and they gonna hand down a verdict. And
yeah, I understand
TikTok is gonna find his ass guilty than the motherfucker.
Yeah, I understand where Kev's coming from. He's just basically saying, like, if it's happening to us with anything, any situation, and we're being accused of something, we all have the right to deny those.
He has a right to deny it. Yeah, absolutely, AJ. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I agree. The people in the crowd didn't understand what you meant.
Yeah, it's not a defense. I'm not saying that he has a right to say she's a goddamn lie. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that any time somebody's accused of something, they have a right to say, I ain't fucking do it.
Right.
I think the way that Sean comes off.
Anyway.
I think the way that Sean comes off when these allegations are being thrown at him, it kind of just proves the fact that they're true. Because it depends on the way that you and that's AJ, you absolutely right. I'm sorry to cut you off again. No, you're good.
But you're right, because I said that earlier. You can defend yourself without demeaning somebody else.
Yep. And that's the first thing that he does. He's always having to deflect the attention from him and having to redirect it to somebody else so it doesn't make him look bad. And that's what narcissistic people do, and to try to control every situation.
Because why even bring up a lie detector test? What does that have to do with it?
And why offer
That's
money?
The first thing a liar says. I watch First 48 all the time. And
exactly.
they got them ass off,
like AJ
offering
said.
to take a lie detector.
You can't even use that in court, though. You can't even use a lie detector test in court. That don't make them, man, please. But I have a question. So if he, by her, Olivia witnessing what happened to Shanice, if he were to get arrested for that, would she be sort of like a co-conspirator, or would she be charged?
They would question her. They would question her. They go and they question, and because
She would definitely be a witness.
She lives in the home.
Right. So will she get in any type of trouble by, like seeing and not saying?
She didn't put hands on Shanice that were aware of.
Okay, so she just considered a witness to the crime, or for lack of a better word.
Yeah, and they would almost look at her as a victim as well. They would also view and look at her as a victim as well. They would, because if both of them are in the same situation with the same man, they would look at her, with the same set of eyes.
Well, they also would ask her forthcoming of why did the police aren't like us and believe that you shouldn't ask a victim why you didn't come forward. And then, that's the stigma that, well, why didn't you say something in the beginning, or why did you let it go on this far? They would try to ask her, like, what led to this? How did we get here?
She'll be a fool not to start crying and tell. Hell, as soon as they ask me something, I bust out and start crying and tell.
When I got abused, they questioned my neighbor. My nurse made my ex leave the room, and she asked me blatantly, like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
"Yeah,
I can't really tell you that right now, but."
She's probably scared to go against Sean. He's probably threatening her because she's young-minded, and don't know anything because her father's not trying to help, it looks like. He's probably threatening her and, like, trying not to.
I'm on the fence about that, because even if you threaten me, I just know, logically, there's certain, you have a family, you're on live, you probably got dirt on Sean, things that we don't know. So I just feel like she has so much ammo to protect herself. So I'm on the fence if she's choosing to stay in this because it benefits her and she wants to mock Shanice, or if this is really just her playing the long game to get out.
So what victim is Olivia considered?
I think she really is focused on her and Sean's mission. I really do think that whatever the mission is, she really believes that it's going to be something, and that is what she's focused on. She wants to be a part of something.
That empty promise.
I don't understand
were you on that platform the other day?
I know Kia was. Kia and Crystal was.
I've been on here twice before.
I thought I saw you on there the other day. You were giving Sean the business. Was that you?
No.
You mean last night?
No, she went here.
Oh, okay. I'm just
controlling Olivia with empty
promises.
Can I ask y'all a question?
What victim would Olivia be considered under his group?
Narcissistic abuse. He's mentally abusing her. He's promising her.
No, I said what victim would she be considered? How many people before her?
Hold on. Shanice is still in here.
The way that this is,
Shanice said something. Hang tight. Let me find out what Shanice said.
Okay.
Because somebody, what's the mission statement? She said, what's the mission? What is the mission statement, Shanice? I need to learn that. What's the mission statement?
And that's what makes me feel like Olivia's playing a game she's playing a game. This is not her supporting. I'm not gonna say she's not in no danger, but she's not in the danger we think she is.
Is that the mission statement?
There's no man gonna tell me he wants 7 wives with all of them with different kids. Hell no.
Well,
I really do not understand the poly relationship that he's.
He would not take care of them at all. Like, what is wrong with him?
I really.
That is a damn bit polygamy. What Sean is doing that's not a damn bit polygamous.
He's being controlling. He doesn't have
polygamy. That's not polygamy. That's real polygamy.
That's him just cheating on everyone.
Hang tight, a tick or two. Hang tight. real polygamy has structure. There's nothing structureless about what Sean is doing. There's no type of structure. There's no type of control. Not necessarily control. But there's a lot of confusion surrounding what Sean is doing.
Because he's confused.
That's not real polygamy. That's not real polygamy.
He's confused. He confused his damn self.
Like the girl that was on TikTok that was trying to get all the women to follow her. I think he more wants to be like a cult leader than polygamy.
Yeah, I don't understand their poly relationship, because if you're wanting to be in a poly relationship, there has to be communication within the group that you're trying to create or trying to be with, and everyone has to have a decision and make right decisions with each other. And if you are the only one making the decision and deciding who's going to be in the poly relationship, then this is not something that you're wanting for everybody, but yourself, and it's just benefiting yourself. And to me, the way that I've seen when this first started out, to me, it seems like he's just wanting to benefit off of these women's income so he can build himself up higher. That's what I'm seeing this as, because he's wanting to get wealthy women and doctors, athletes, and all of this that he was talking about. And it's like,
hold on, let me get Zanji in, because Zanji had a question. Go ahead, Zanji.
All right, so I've been on your live since yesterday, and I've been listening to what everyone's saying, and thank you. I wonder, have you guys took it a step further and thinking about, like, I don't know if they ever discussed this already on their lives, but what are they looking at on the iPad? What is Olivia's place during these lives? Like, do you guys ever think about that?
What they're doing is they're watching the comments.
Oh, okay, that's
from those tablets.
Okay. Because I didn't know.
Am I right, Shanice? I think Shanice is still in the comments. Shanice, am I right in saying that when they're looking at those other tablets and iPads, that they're actually watching the live from those iPads? Is that true or not, Shanice?
Yeah, if you guys pay attention,
I think she's still in the comments.
He always whispers something in their ear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you guys pay attention to Olivia,
yeah.
And she's looking at the hate comments and everything and the negativity, and you guys see where she's making gestures to Sean, that's because they're looking at the comments and they're reading, and they're kind of going through everything and reading it to see what everyone is saying and how everyone's reacting to everything.
Right.
And Olivia is like super easy to read. She's like super easy to read when she sees something or when someone says something. It's like, especially if it's something towards Sean, she gets super tense when it's time to ask a question, like, or if she sees something on the comment thing, she'll giggle at it and point. So they're for sure reading comments off that iPad. For sure. Like when Shanice
I
had
also think that when somebody comes up in the box, I think that they're actually tapping on and going to their page and checking out their profile.
Oh, they definitely are.
I think they were muted for people last night too.
That's just my guess.
I'm sorry, off topic, but I want to know what was going on with that whole Chloe and Bailey comment. I was so confused as to what that was.
Just extra, but they're not even thinking about him. But they were thinking of the other Chloe and Bailey or whomever that is.
He was like,
Shanice said it's all the above. It's all of the above.
Okay.
Well,
because Shanice,
we love you over here.
Bailey actually replied to him.
I wonder what would happen if
Olivia still not letting me pin in comments.
If Olivia decided to sit there.
It's because of the format. It's because we got 9 people up here.
Okay.
If Olivia left, Sean would be left with nothing, no identity.
Because she's helping him run the lives. It's evident, So what would happen if, like, we see their body language and things? Like, what if she just sat there and did nothing? Would that change a lot?
He would try to control her. He would threaten her, probably.
And I'm not taking sides with anybody, and I'm not trying to bring anybody down, especially you guys or anybody that's into it. But what comes down to it is we also are the ones that are feeding all of this into, because we're giving them the attention. They like the attention. Now, if we were to minimize that attention, I'm pretty sure that their attitudes and the way that they think is going to completely change, because we're over here giving them all of this attention. They're over here egging everything on. We're telling them what we're seeing, and they're basically just going to repeat it and keep doing it because they know it pisses us off.
But that was what I was saying. It's like when they were doing it for attention and they were talking about the poly and he wants 7 queens and he was being fun like that. It was interesting at first, like to see his perspective and what he want out of life. That was fine. I was into it. I'm going to admit I was into it. But when you go to mistreating someone, there's domestic SA. When you go start doing stuff that is just humanly wrong, that's where I draw the line. Like,
it was all most of it was comical to me. A lot of the different, it was comical to me. As a comic, I was looking for the funny aspects of it, and the comedy of it all. But ever since I watched Shanice's video, I don't look at it the same. I don't look at it through the same lens. I'm not interested in watching Sean and Olivia go live no more. I don't care. I don't care when they go live. I don't care to be in their comments. I don't care to hear what's going on. People are going to clip it down and all this other stuff, but I'm not really concerned about tapping in. I'll tap in with Shanice because that's what I've always done. I'm not even I don't even really tap in with Olivia when she goes live on her own. And now that Shanice has separated herself from that, I really don't see a need to kind of entertain that live anymore, simply because it's not just the accusation, it's the response to the accusation that's a turnoff to me as a man.
Wrong.
It's just
how in the live, even after all of this, how like he was talking about, he told this woman, this one guest he had on, something about
real quick. Somebody say I'm backtracking. I'm not. How the fuck am I backtracking?
Kev, don't even entertain it. Don't entertain it. We know, Kev. Don't entertain it. We know where
they want your attention, Kevin. They just want your attention.
We know where you stood, because I joined your live specifically because of the debate and how you allowed this to be a safe space. Because it's TikTok. You and Rick said this is TikTok. This is where we joke. I'm a comic. You stood 10 toes down on that, and now it has gotten real. You are allowed to backtrack, because what we not gonna do is support somebody who.
I'm not gonna normalize and abuse somebody. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so
you can't hold us accountable for something that just happened, right? I mean, I'm happy that
that's what we
came forward. I am happy
to
about
backtrack
that
right now. Because this is what we weren't entertaining. This is not what it was supposed to be. If you wanted attention, you wanted views, that was cool. But we're not about to entertain you putting your hands on a woman, mistreating a woman, making her out to be a liar, and then mistreating a woman right in front of us that sits next to you every night.
Because 3 women's not going to come out and lie.
Right, sorry, 3 separate women who don't even know each other.
I think that Rick and I, chopping it up with Kid the Comic and Facts Over Feelings, have been the most objective platform about this that's out there. Well,
Yes, other people just
we've
don't have.
been the most fair. We've been the most respectful. We don't allow no calling of names. We don't allow no disrespect to Olivia, Sean, or Shanice. We've allowed people to have different opinions about it all and been able to discuss each person's position and whatever. I think that Chopping It Up with Candy Comic and Facts Over Feeling has been the most objective platform out there in regards to this.
I seen somebody say that they need to stop being gifted. I think what you guys see sometimes is when they gift the caller that's on there.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because like if you really look at the caller's box, if it shows in their box, in that small box, that means that gift was for the caller. And but again, like I said, I just think that this man needs to be like shut down completely. I know a lot of people are like, but then we're not going to know what's happened with Olivia. Unfortunately, if we continue to support him, then we support what he's doing, and so it's kind of like last night. I just, I kind of wanted to ask a question, but I was like, I'm about to get up off of here because we're talking about abuse allegations, and he's winking at the screen, telling a guest on there. I know a lot of women who like to go down. Like, what are you even talking about, sir?
When he said that,
it's
I
crazy.
was like, oh my God.
Like, he's literally saying you made her kneel on rice. And then he wants to dust it off with, oh, we were having a serious conversation. That's why I moved her hand. Then why did you hand the cup to Olivia if the conversation was that serious?
Laugh?
And she pointed to it, and Olivia
and
took it back and laughed.
You can literally tell that he is panicking. Like when Shanice dropped that video, like he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to say.
He couldn't avoid the live.
So clear
He had
that
to
he
go
was
And the
very
live was
emotional.
so short.
He was literally
The live was
panicking.
so short.
Yeah, he was
And
literally
I
panicking, and he still
Shanice
is.
spoke.
Because that first girl was grilling him. He wouldn't even let that first girl talk.
Yes.
He kept muting her.
I was
The
gonna
girl
say
in the
they were
black.
muting her.
I mean, he's
I
still
was watching
panicking.
about
Like
a week
right now,
ago.
he's
It
trying to.
was one girl came up there about a week ago. Boy, she read them they rights. Oh my gosh, she was all she told Olivia she told Olivia to be quiet because the only person she said you get tough with everybody with Sean.
Yeah, I seen a clip of that.
Honestly, you can tell he's even
this
still
one out.
right.
People taking his clips and doing
Man,
weird
she
stuff with
read.
it.
Oh my gosh, she went up there and ate like a motherfucker.
She was like, Sean, I'm not Olivia. You're not gonna talk to me like this.
Oh,
yeah, I heard.
Right.
He was getting
Right,
He doesn't even know the effect he have on people. It was a girl on here on TikTok. She screenshotted her. She went in Sean's DM and said, "Make me one of your queens." And he said, "You think you would be a good fit?" And she said, "Yeah." And then he said, "How?" And she was like, "Well, I just stopped responding because I thought it was funny." And people kept telling her, "No, you were dead serious. You were trying to be up there." And I'm just like, he doesn't know. Some people don't know that you're playing or that this is funny. Like, she probably was thinking she should be with Sean.
Everybody asking me to do a watch party tonight, so they'll have less views. I just might do that tonight. I just might do that. I'll bring them live on my laptop so y'all can hear it.
Have any of y'all tried?
I'll get somebody to come up in the box to put the video up there. I'll do a watch party tonight because we
my iPad charging right now.
If y'all don't watch, who's gonna watch Olivia? Who's gonna check on? How do you check on Olivia if they not going live?
And I honestly like Shanice spoke her truth, but at the same time, she also gave Sean what he wanted, the attention that he was seeking, so that he can try to manipulate the people to believe something other than what her truth is. So it's like a catch-22 because she gave,
everybody like that ain't
even
our
though she's
goddamn
speaking
problem.
her truth, but at the same time,
Y'all
she gave
dirty.
she gave him a bigger platform.
People do victims like that all the time. I was told not to put everybody kept telling me, leave it off social media. Don't speak it on social media. When I was trying to say everything that I went through, because I had families and friends that lived in different states, and I survived a domestic abuser. I was able to stand on 2 feet, make a better life for my daughter, and people kept telling me, stop posting about it, stop talking about it. No, you don't get to tell the victim how to react.
Right, how to respond.
Mo Nation, take a chill pill, Mo Nation. Look, chill out, Mo Nation.
What's going on?
I think the way that Shanice is going about it as well is like, she is not on anybody else's time. She's dropping it when she wants to. She's not responding to people I mean, she's responding to the things that she wants to. But at the end of the day, she's not on anybody else's time but hers. She dropped a video when she wants to. She responds when she wants to, as a victim should. You don't get to dictate how someone should respond. And I think she's doing it very strategically as well. She's not just hopping on people's lives, talking about it like it's tea. Mm-hmm. No, she's giving very much so very constructive, structured.
Into it. She's giving it to you.
I agree. Beyonce is literally respecting the whole situation, and Olivia and Sean are just shitting on
everything. She should not go do that test. I feel like she don't get to tell her what to come and do. She should not take that test whatsoever. She should do everything on her own time, exactly how she wants to.
They underestimated her, though. They thought she wasn't going to share.
Right.
He kept saying, Shanice is a light. She's going to go on. She's going to go on and shine and be bright. He kept saying she's going to go on. No, she's not just going to move past this.
Y'all heard what he said last night?
What did you say, Zandy?
He said, she can come up, right? She can come back to the house or whatever and come on this live and we can do the test right here. Like, it's all about views for him. That's what I think this is about.
Yeah. That's not
and it's like, my thing is, why is it
about control?
Hold on, one at a time, y'all. One at a time.
I just think that, when it comes down to the way Shanice handled it, if I had to look at it from like a work point of view, it was very professional, because of everything that he put her through. I feel like most women, it would have been way worse. So I think he should just be thankful. She could have dropped text messages. She could have probably dropped videos that she done taken the home with what he's done. She could have went like to the another
don't know what she has on him.
level. Exactly. So for him to get on here and 1 minute we love her, we care about her, and the next minute she could come on here and take a lie detector test. Like,
he switched up so fast.
To him. Yeah, it's weird.
He kept saying
it's mental health issues.
It was like he was egging her to go away, and she's not going away.
No, he thought he had so much control and so much power over her that even though she left, that she wouldn't speak out about it.
I think the biggest reason why he didn't want her to leave is because he knew she would tell her story. And because you have a level of control as long as they're still there. They're only going to say so much and do so much as long as they're still there. Once Shanice left, he knew that he had no method of control to control what she did and said and what stories she put out there and what details she told. And let me say this. If she told this, imagine what she didn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Man,
she spared Olivia a lot, I think.
I said that he doesn't understand the level of her absence, and he thought she was just gonna go on with her life and spill small snippets of tea, but he didn't think she was going to stand up for herself.
Mm-hmm.
He thought she was gonna
I'm thinking from a man's perspective that's been through a bad breakup. Because they'll tell their girlfriends this and they'll share this with their mom and their daddy, but it's certain shit that y'all might have went through in y'all relationship that you hope that she don't tell a motherfucker.
It's the level of narcissism for me, because if he was really a smart person and he was trying to hide all of this that he was doing to them, he wouldn't be doing it on a live, and he wouldn't be doing all of this crap and showing everybody the type of person that he really is on live. He would actually be a person and actually paint a picture to everybody showing that, we're a good poly relationship, yada, yada, yada. But he's over here showing the true colors that he really is. And it's like, we're all noticing it and we're calling it out. And now he's not liking it. And he's now trying to go back on
it.
Shanice knows his secret. Shanice knows his secrets.
But Kev, remember when you were saying, I hope you fall, I hope you starve and have your last meal. He didn't think Shanice was going to leave the relationship and not damage him too.
I was just joking for the record, for informational purposes. I was only joking.
No, I'm saying when you hurt somebody, you can't just expect them to walk away and not want to hurt you back in some way, form, or fashion. It might not be distasteful. I'm gonna leave here with something. What did he say? I'm leaving here with something. Shanice is leaving.
No, somebody said he said that. No, what I said was, everybody be breaking up, be like, I wish the best for you, and I hope everything. No, I don't wish the best for shit. I hope you're begging for your next goddamn meal. You leave me, you break up with me. I'm not wishing the best on the motherfucker. If you pack up and leave me, damn it, I hope you get a flat tire on the way up the driveway.
Right, and my thing is, why when someone asks you what's your initial thought, you go demeaning her. I was wondering what kind of dress she had on. Excuse me, sir.
Because he was trying to be funny.
Banging. Like, seriously? Really?
But
You
she
coming
shines
out?
bright like a
Yes,
diamond.
Right.
She's so well. She tells the
Exactly.
truth. He was speaking so highly of her 2 weeks ago, and now all of a sudden
Right.
he's going to demean what she looked like, sir.
And then
Right. We
say
all
she
thought she looked
has
good, and that's
mental
what really
illnesses.
did.
Every time she released a video, she looked good in the motherfucker. Did y'all see?
Right.
I mean,
He
all
must
that
have
and
the top.
everything. Look, say what you want to say. I call her niece and everything. Yeah, I call her niece, and I don't damn bit look at her as far as an attraction. There's an admiration for me in regards to how she has handled it. I've said that from the beginning. I said it in the middle, and I'm saying it right motherfucking now. I don't look at her in a way of I want to undress her and all that. No, even though she, I may call her niece, but she ain't my real goddamn niece. I ain't blind. But every time she drop a fucking video, she looking good in the motherfucker.
Man.
She going live and she
Sean
doing
can't
all kind of
stand
shit.
that.
He is so
Can't
corny.
stand that.
Especially that
She's
Portland
beautiful,
video. I was like,
smart,
oh
and
my.
talented. She's gonna go on to have a great life, and it burns a hole in him.
Because any
Imagine
man,
looking good as she does with a nice personality. Like it goes beyond the
If
beauty
she
on the
do a
outside.
video
any
with
man
another
that
jumper in that
realizes
video,
in
she
the
gonna
end,
lose her. Sean gonna lose his goddamn mind. If she do a video and it's got a joker in there holding her, hugging her, kissing her on
It's
the
a wrap.
forehead or some shit, then Sean gonna
No, he
lose
gonna
his
take it out
goddamn
on
mind.
Olivia. He gonna take it out
That's
on
it.
Olivia. That's what's gonna happen. He
Yep.
gonna take it out on Olivia.
any man,
Hey, double X, I'd lose my mind too, goddamn.
any man that realizes that they lost something good, that's when they start panicking.
Yep.
That's when they start panicking, and that's when
Because
they
when
start
his eyes
regretting
start getting
everything in
big
the
on them
end.
lives, that's how you
I
know he's
hate
tripping
when
on
he
the
does that.
inside.
Yep.
His eyes get real
Someone
big and
asked
black.
him, "Do you miss Shanice?" I would be wrong to say I don't. I would be wrong. Sir, shut up. You miss her. Shut up.
Man, look, if I see Sean did it all wrong, my next live I would have went to either see he tried to walk the fence on that motherfucker. Either I'm gonna come out on the very first live and I got a new one right here to replace you and everybody can see, look, she gone, but look, I got somebody else new, or I would have came on live begging, baby, please, baby, come back, please. Ain't no way in hell I would have went on live
He tried to
and
pretend
trying
like
to
he was
walk
gonna
the
be
fence,
okay.
Sean thinks
pretending
that
like I don't
he's
want you
God's
back.
gift to all women.
Although I'm pretending like I don't want you back, saying that she left and it's the best thing. But then at the same time, I'm sending subliminal messages through the music that I'm playing and the topics. And every time somebody bring up Shanice's name, I'm clinging to the conversation. I would have took one or two motherfucking steps. Either I had a new broad waiting to go live when we went live, or I would have came on live begging and pleading. Look, leave me alone, Olivia. Leave me alone. I'd have been
He
doing
could have
all
read
kinds of
his
shit,
wrongs
begging
last
Shanice
night.
to come the fuck home.
He could have read his wrongs last night. He still would have got the same views. He could have said, he could have just admitted to the
I
things
would have
he done as
respected
a
him
man,
more.
but he could
I would
not.
have gave him some respect
Exactly.
if he had just simply came out and said, "Listen, this is what happened. I'm not proud of it. This is what it is. Y'all tear me up. Go ahead, tear me a new one, and let's move past this." But no, he keeps deflecting and deferring and pretending like his ego is the best. Like, it's just disgusting.
Cookie
Like
said he texted her. Cookie said he texted her and she left him on red. Oh my God, you want to break a dude heart? Let him see that you done read his text and you ain't respond to that. Oh shit!
And I really don't think women be hitting them up like that, like and going through
No.
with it. I don't think they want to put up with that mess.
Sean's mentality
saying,
is he's God's gift to all women. That's Sean's mentality. That's why
he keeps saying, "I go on dates. I go on dates. I go on dates."
Why else isn't he inviting a king apparently into the poly relationship if it's a poly relationship?
Wait a minute, now I wouldn't have done that either.
So why are you? Why is he only?
Most men think like that.
I understand. I totally get you, Kev. But I'm just saying, why is he only wanting to choose these women and only controlling and having 7? Why do you need 7? You just need 1.
If you're a loyal man,
but let's not forget, he don't just want 7. He wants 7 V card. V card women. That's the kind of women he wants. The ones
because he wants to give them empty promises, and then
he's a pedophile. He's just nasty. Somebody that old want a version. Somebody that old want a version.
Ain't that crazy?
That's disgusting. That is
and let's be clear. That's not something that came from Shanice. That's that came from Olivia. I heard that out of his mouth.
That came from him.
She said that online.
It was on his story.
I heard that. It's different. It's a different impact when somebody else says that I heard him say this one time. But if I heard you say it with my own motherfucking ears,
man.
But y'all not thinking of from a soul tie reference. He wants that because not only can he manipulate